This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second down, Haskins. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Haskins. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Yards there on a Falcon first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Smith catches left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And Smith was a little bit of a surprise in 2018. Got unexpected playing time due to the absence of Devontae Freeman. Took full advantage of it. Had 27 catches out of the backfield last season.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Hey, Alpha!
On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
And he's got Sanu. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Smith. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. On play action, Haskins. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We got to step it up.
From the gun, Mayfield going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Mayfield down. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
King. 60 move. 60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Able to power through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from the Cards. Get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Ito Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Olsen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Falcons on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On second down, it's Smith, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. There goes a deep ball. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Haskins. And finding the tight end Hooper. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Ready? 43. March 43. Here we go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing, Mayfield. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Smith. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth.
Get the ball. Check 50.
Again, it's Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Haskins on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Haskins to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10 now, Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Hey, on 133. Hey, Echo. Stay with your man.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Mayfield to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On the carry, it's Olison. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, "I want to see something executed well before we get out of here." And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Olison, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. One final shot for Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big